Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Makes it past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
With the run on first and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dumps it off in the flats. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On first down from the 13-yard line. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make... So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He wants to pass it on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. A low line drive and not his best work. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
At the 25-yard line. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Right back to him on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He has 60 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
By the quarterback. Loses 2. Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Time to take a shot. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now they'll try the right side.
And these defensive tacklers just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He's going to pass on second down. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll throw on third and short. Quarterback now breaking the field. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Now on the move. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Brought down at the 37. And that's a first down.
Got it.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Lasso.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Now on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though. And you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. It hasn't been physical.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
A 1st down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. The inside handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going downfield for the big play. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got some room to run. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Set to kick this one.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Going to the run to start this second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
At the 29-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Give to the back. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Grab behind the line, it's Taylor. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football in the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
Got his man on the right. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fair catch, called for and made. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Handoff to the lone back. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless...
And it's in there for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. First down here for the offense. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
By the running back. Gain of 1. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Cricket.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going for a big play downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Running back searching for a hole. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Give to the fullback. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Catch in the middle, it's Parker. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The corners are walked up tight. He'll try it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.